Hey everybody, it's Major League Hats, and on today's episode I am going to address something that happened during my second live stream, which overall it went really good, but I had a fan ask me, or a person ask me, why do I prefer, two-tone hats? The crown is one color and the brim is another color, the multicolor hats. Because I guess his preference, I believe his name is Cleveland Sports Fan. So I guess his preference is like a full color, crown and the bill. So what I was telling him was that the reason why I prefer multicolor hats, where the crown is one color and the bill is another color, is for two reasons. And this is going to lead us into Major League Hats Most Wanted Hat. I will be coming out with an official 2019 of the top 10 Major League Hats Most Wanted hats. Now, throughout the year, I might add some extra hats beyond the top 10, but in today's episode, I'm going to announce number 10. Yes, I said 10, 10, 10, 10. And this is going to address why I kind of prefer the two colored hats. Now, Major League Hats Most Wanted, number 10, is the Biloxi Shuckers. It's a AA team of the Milwaukee Brewers. I have the normal Biloxi Shuckers with the clam on the front. But during Christmas, the team mother got me this awesome Grumpy shirt, and it was gray and blue, and it has some nice colors. Well, guess who else has some nice colors? The Biloxi Shuckers Light Tower hat, and I'm going to provide a picture up here at the top. So if you look at this hat, it would match perfect with that shirt. But that is going to be Major League Hats Most Wanted number 10 is the Biloxi Shuckers Light Tower hat. So in the coming videos, I will start announcing Major League Hats Most Wanted hats for 2019 1 through 10, and hopefully we're going to be able to get all 10 of them this year. I was really successful last year in obtaining I believe most of the top 10 list. So we'll keep track of which ones that I'm able to obtain this year. I am going to try to incorporate non-baseball hats, like I'll do some football in the top 10, I'll do some basketball in the top 10. I'm not sure if I'm going to throw hockey in the top 10 because right now I'm just kind of collecting basic hockey hats, so nothing really special. So you probably won't see any of those in the top 10, but you will see some basketball, you'll see some football, you'll see some Major League Baseball, of course, and you'll see some minor league baseball hats in the top 10. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Oh, how are you going to stay tuned? I don't know. How are you going to stay tuned to my videos? Oh, I know! You are going to join the best society on YouTube, the Hat Collection Society, and the way you do that is you hit your subscribe button, hit your notifications so you get notified when I upload my next video. That's how you're going to stay tuned, stay up to date, and see what I'm doing. You're going to follow me on Instagram at MLHats5950, and that is how you're going to stay up to date. Alright, you guys, let's get on to today's special hat review. This is going to be a good one because if you guys were not aware of what's going on this week, there was some big news, and it ties into this hat. So let's go! Alright, before we get started on the hat review, this week it was announced which MLB players are going to be inducted into the 2019 Hall of Fame. And first and foremost, before I let you know who these people are, and normally I'd probably report this on Rock People News, but it ties into my hat, so I kind of didn't want to do a Rock People News for that, so that is why I'm doing it this way. So, honestly, growing up, I grew up in the mid 80s to early 90s. That's kind of my baseball trajectory life of when I really got into baseball. And watching these four athletes that were inducted into the Hall of Fame, I'm going to be honest. I did not really think of three of them as Hall of Famers. I knew they were good players. I really enjoyed watching them pitch. But I just did not sit there and think to myself, this guy is a legit Hall of Famer. Now, am I happy that these guys made it into the Hall of Fame? Yes, because it validates that when I was watching this period of baseball, that I was seeing good baseball and I was seeing good players. But I'm just kind of confused on what a Hall of Famer is really nowadays. Let me know, you guys. Are you guys kind of confused what a Hall of Famer is? When you think of a Hall of Famer, the first thing that pops in my mind is Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, Mickey Mantle. Guys like that, you know, guys that are legends beyond baseball. And I'm not saying none of these guys were bad or anything beyond baseball, but you get my point. So I'm not sure. Did you guys think of, when you guys were watching games, did you really think you were watching Hall of Fame caliber players? I'm honestly not sure. I'm kind of confused, but I'm super happy. So if you guys have not heard, Mike Mussina, Hall of Famer. Roy Halladay, Hall of Famer. Edgar Martinez, Hall of Famer. And the one guy that I knew would be an easy Hall of Famer, and it was announced that he was the only one that received 100% of the votes, Mariano Rivera, Hall of Famer. And yes, do I agree that the other three should be Hall of Famers? I mean, Edgar Martinez was in his 10th year of eligibility, and that's the other thing I don't really understand. How can you not be a Hall of Famer the first 9 years of eligibility, but on your last year, you're a Hall of Famer? To me, that just seems preposterous. I just don't get that. You're either Hall of Famer, you're not a Hall of Famer. Why is it that the longer you're on the ballot, your numbers go up? I mean, I understand the whole debate about in your first year of eligibility, your second year of eligibility, your third year of eligibility, you could be close to Hall of Fame, or you'll get minimal votes or whatnot. But a lot of people don't go in on the first, second time, which to me is really debatable. I don't get that. To me, in a lot of ways, you should be either a Hall of Famer, not Hall of Famer. So I just don't understand, one, how after 10 years you're all of a sudden a Hall of Famer. It's like the longer you've been out of baseball, the more you're forgotten. But the baseball writers are saying that after 10 years of being on the ballot, you're finally a Hall of Famer. So why weren't you a Hall of Famer in the 9th year, the 8th year, the 7th year? I mean, I think a couple years ago, I think there was only 3 guys in the Hall of Fame that were inducted, right? So I don't get that. Roy Halladay, Mike Mussina, they were great pitchers. I just, for the most part, nothing about those two guys really stand out too much to scream Hall of Famer. I mean, am I wrong? I mean, they had good numbers. They were playing during an era where the offensive numbers were just preposterous, with McGwire, Sosa, Bonds. Those are just great players. That was just to name a couple. But are they really Hall of Famers? I mean, I saw that question on Twitter, and it got me thinking, are they Hall of Famers? So, you guys, let's chit-chat about this. I think I've been going on long enough about this Hall of Fame debate. Leave some comments down at the bottom. Do you really think Mike Mussina and Roy Halladay were Hall of Famers? Roy Halladay, I'd probably give an edge to put in the Hall of Fame. Yes. Mussina, I'm not sure. Edgar Martinez, you guys already heard me talk about a little bit about my opinion on that one. He was either a Hall of Famer or not. I don't care if you play DH, you're either a Hall of Famer or not a Hall of Famer. I mean, Frank Thomas got in, and he was a multi-positional player, mostly first base, but he also played DH. So David Ortiz was mostly a DH as well, but I just don't understand. He's a Hall of Famer after the 10th year on the ballot, which was his final year of eligibility. Mariano Rivera, though, guaranteed, 100%. He deserved it. Hall of Famer. Did he deserve 100% of the votes for the first time in history? No. I'm sorry. But if guys like Mantle, Ruth, Mays, Gehrig, Ozzie Smith, Cal Ripken Jr., if those guys didn't get 100%, why does Mariano Rivera deserve 100% of the votes? He comes in at the 9th inning. He's a solid closer. He's the best closer in baseball all time. And he gets 100% of the votes? I don't know. And that is going to bring us to our hat review. On today's hat review, we have, BAM! The San Diego Padres Cooperstown edition. And the reason why I'm showing this also is because this week, Hat Club dropped this awesome San Diego Padres hat. This is not one. They dropped one very similar, but this thing is freaking awesome. You got a nice brown bill. You got a mustard crown right here with the nice brown SD in the front. You got a nice mustard button right here. You got the mustard new era flag on the side. I like it that they got a mustard era flag right there. It is freaking nice. On the back, you got a mustard Major League guy with some brown there. So very nicely done. You got your green underneath, classic. Got a white sweatband, Cooperstown Collection, 7/5/8. Made in the USA, but made with imported material. So this thing is freaking nice, and I love it because check it out. It matches my Grumpy shirt that is mostly brown with some yellow in the middle. So let's try it on. You know, for 7 5/8, it's actually not that loose. As you can see, it is pretty sweet looking. I really like the feel of it. This thing is nice. So you guys tell me what you guys think. Do you guys like this San Diego Padres Cooperstown edition hat? Did you guys pick up that Hat Club exclusive? I saw some pictures on Twitter, and honestly, it's a nice hat. I probably won't be picking it up because I got this one. And then honestly, Hat Club, if you see this video, which you probably will not see this video, bring back membership, 20% off like Lids. I would be happy to order from you guys more often, but honestly, that is why Lids gets most of my business, because I'm able to at least get that 20% off and that free shipping when I buy 2 hats. So you guys tell me what you guys think of the hat. Please leave a comment down below. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, hit your notifications. Make sure you join that Hat Collection Society, the best society on YouTube. Join the Bird Box Challenge. And don't forget, alright you guys, thank you for watching. Major League Hats out. Bye everybody, see ya.